Hi everyone, this is Alex with Journey. In this video, we're going to take a look at Journey's brand new browser-based solution, which allows the customer and the agent to connect with one another to request, share, and verify sensitive details, all without the customer having the mobile app or the agent needing to see any of the sensitive details. With Journey's browser-based solution, we make it possible for contact center agents and callers to securely connect in a browser-based digital environment without the need for the user to have a mobile app pre-installed or actually even for the agent to see any of the sensitive details on their screen. And we do this so that we can dramatically drive up the user experience, the security, and the digital privacy of all their interactions and transactions simultaneously. Now, in this new work from home and work from anywhere environment, PCI compliance can become a little tricky. And so with Journey's solution, we're able to bring the scope of that PCI compliance to near zero. Not because we're passing this information to a secure IVR, or we're collecting it and redacting it later, or masking out the sections of call recordings and screen recordings, but because we're taking that sensitive information from the user's phone, we're individually encrypting it, we're bypassing the contact center tech stack entirely to go seek validations in the different back-end office databases, and then we're bringing the results of those queries back to the agent environment rather than the underlying details. So let's go ahead and take a look and see what a demo looks like. On the right side of the screen is the agent widget, and on the left-hand side is my cell phone. This agent widget can be deployed as a standalone element or embedded into an existing agent environment. So I'll start out here by entering the cell phone number of the customer, which in the case of this demo is me, and sending myself a link to engage in the digital session. Okay, looks like I've received a text message with the link and the 6-digit code. And when I click, that code is automatically applied. However, depending on the configuration, both the URL and the code can be given verbally instead if the business prefers. So now as the customer, I can see the agent's name and ID number, and we're ready to interact and transact. So let's see what happens when the agent needs to collect a payment. Go ahead and request a payment here of $250. Send payment request. Okay, so I've received that request on my phone here. So I can go ahead, choose to respond to this. I could choose to scan a credit card, or I'm going to go in and enter that information manually. Okay, and before you get any funny ideas, this is a demo credit card with no real money on it. So encrypt and verify. Okay, so you can see that the agent sees the status of this payment results. That the payment was completed, the date and time, and that the payment process has been verified. So the key here is privacy preservation. So rather than exposing the raw credit card data to the agent and then redacting it later or putting controls in place to try to stop them from writing it down, Journey makes it possible to instead encrypt that information in the user's browser session and send that encrypted ciphertext to the payment processing division of the bank or the third-party payment processor, where they can decrypt it, run it against their APIs, and then send the digital certificate of the result back to both the agent as well as to the user's cell phone here. The same process that you just saw for verifying a zero-knowledge payment works for verifying other text-based credentials such as a social security number, as well as sending terms and conditions or other documents directly over to the user's phone or computer browser, where they can then digitally sign these documents right on the phone call with the agent. No need to read the scripts out loud or to email a link over for the user to sign at a later date. This can all be completed without skipping a beat.